Why isn't my recording working?
It says it's recording, Lucy.
Yeah, but I think it's Ben's recording.
Oh, gosh.
Ben, don't know whether you can stop your recording. Okay. Okay, I believe it's probably recording because I haven't, so I will start. Welcome everyone to this Lunch and Learn. And we welcome Alex Chillingarian and Alex Maddox from DataTile to come and talk to us for half an hour about their product and service. So I'm going to hand over straight away because we haven't got much time to Alex.
Okay, I'm just going to do a really quick introduction. I'm going to talk fast, but it's not going to be anything technical that you have to keep up with because everything will be demonstrated. So I'm worked with research for decades and helping clients get extra value out of their survey data. I work with things like Touchpoints, TGI, global surveys, and on all continents. Alex has decades of experience in data science and software development, and founded DataTile to streamline reporting tasks. It's the answer to all his pain and the product of his dreams. He's going to be moving the slides on for me, so I'll go through the agenda next. So in the next 20 minutes, we're going to whiz through our reporting process for tracking survey delivery. It's a setup that takes months to implement with other solutions. We're going to show you how we can do data processing and loading, data analysis, and create a dashboard. So we're going to show an example of loading an SPSS file, show some of the easy to use crosstab analysis, but it's also got great advanced features that we won't have time to show you today. We'll also show you a little bit of tracking survey functionality. Within the program, there's all sorts of things like calculation of KPIs, e.g. NPS, averages, significance testing, metrics and statistics. And the calculations for every query are done on the fly, and we'll show you how you can see the heart of the numbers. It's not a black box. We also will show you some great charting and visualization and how flexible our dashboard design is. Other benefits include, well, it's user-friendly. It's also a secure infrastructure so that people can share live data with clients by sharing the actual crosstab program or the dashboard viewer. And so we've tried to remove all of the silo effects. And the first thing I'll do is show you a testimonial on the next slide, which is from a client of ours who is an ICG member. And they joined us, the Angels joined us earlier this year. We wish we had a name, Angels. I had to wait for them to arrange a meeting with the Angels. We only have Tylers here. But DataTile anyways, she says it's powerful, helps her with their insights. In fact, I'll leave you to just read it and then talk about the dashboard that we've created for them and with them.
At least we're helping Angels. Yes.
So basically, this is just a welcome screen. Insight Angels did a fantastic project, and then they put it into a dashboard. And this is just one screen from it because we don't have time to show you everything. But basically, if you see in red, it's just, and you pick any drop down, and whatever you pick, even if you use combinations of ages as well, like this, whatever you've chosen will be summarized here. And any significance testing will be shown here. So this is an example of a nice dashboard. We've got lots of different visualizations that we can use. And we worked with Insight Angels to develop this dashboard. We don't have time to cover it in more detail, but it's a great project. And the next slide, just some more examples. This is not to go through. This is just to say we're going to share this with you after the meeting, but we've got some nice visualizations that you can use on our dashboards. And then another one, just another example. Again, as I said, we're sharing this with you. So I'm going to hand over to Alex to show what he created and why.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your time. And I'm going to share my particular browser. So DataTile. So we are trying to democratize the tooling and instruments for data analysis, processing, and report automation And so we created a lot of visualizations. The library of charting and infographics is quite rich, and literally dashboards are so appeared to be the most important part. So we started with cross-study and analysis and on complicated stuff, but dashboards is now becoming the main product which leads our interest to our software and development. And dashboards could be anything. So some of this is just a dummy dashboard which is created on the it's similar to one we've created to a real customer. It has many pages. It has comprehensive aspects of reporting and brand KPIs. This is a global brand tracker. It's a dummy data where you can go through everything and all the aspects of the brand health. And this is just, by the way, it's not only research data we work with. This is an HR dashboard. And here's how it looked like. So it's our cloud server where we mostly used for demonstrations and some individual use and individual projects, but we tried to make it as simple as possible. So it's kind of a Google Drive for researchers. Same way you load your databases, create dashboards, charts, and same way you share it with your colleagues or clients with different levels of permission. So very straightforward, very simple. And we will go through this simple case, like the major case of from creating a database by loading an SPSS file, and you can load SPSS, Excel, CSV, and many other more specific formats for big data like Parquet and so on. So I'm picking up file from my local drive, loading it, here it is. So, and it's 24,000 interviews here, 24,000.
I don't know who else will be there. I can find out on Monday.
Sorry, okay.
Can
And
everyone mute,
when I
please?
open the database, inside everything what was in the database, it's here on the left, and actually all the variables, and I already can run my cross tabs. So this is my top of mind question by monthly waves, and my first cross tab. I can switch to chart, switch the representation, and here we go. And I can then download in all possible formats. But so obviously it's not convenient to work with this data. It's long labels, it's not sorted, it's not organized. So usually we do some processing. And here in the back office of the database and in the configuration of database, I can do all the things I would like to do with my data. For example, this is gender, and I give it shorter labels and region, education, and so on. And then I can organize everything into folders, hierarchies for big syndicated or tracking service. It is crucially for navigation because only you have tens of thousands of variables. And here we have also top of mind and NPS and unaided awareness and prompted awareness. So I will put them in a separate folder, awareness. And in this way, I do the things, and I can go through everything. I can declare multi-response groups. Multi-response, it's not just declaration like in SPSS. Later on, when you will be loading data into DataTile, it will detect what is actually, so if you get a new brand, DataTile will automatically add this variable to the multi-response sets. And if you have whatever dashboards, reports, automated on top of this database, everything will be seamlessly integrated. So you just load a new SPSS file and do nothing. So everything is already implemented and they're waiting for you. So when I did it, so I have my folders, I have my demographics, so I can use it like gender, male, female. I can transpose, I can drag and drop. So I will switch to the same database actually, which is already tidy up. So it has all the variables, top two boxes, and BS, and so on. Everything is declared and clean. So, okay, and the same cross tab, top of mind by monthly waves. I can switch on totals. I can bring my brands and put significance on. And by the way, DataTile can show you display the three levels of significance. You can configure it, how many you want them here. So the usual 5%, 10%, 1%. We can go to the settings and reconfigure. You can pick many metrics like counts, bases, and so on right here. And you are not limited by the content of the database. You can easily build your own audiences. So dragging and age groups, dragging, dropping, and literally here you can build. So this is my new logical category, my new target audience. And I can easily create them new, I can reuse them, save them, and everything is integrated. So my new target audience is here. It goes through all the charting everywhere. And again, I can download. And I can generate as many tables as I want by just dragging and dropping it. And so I've created 8 new slides with the variables, and I can download them into top lines, which usually takes a day to prepare exported Excels. But the most important and probably the most interesting part is, of course, so I will bring back top of mind and by income. Let's see. And the most interesting part is I will do it by in the trend. Yeah, switch off chart, and this visualization. And I will now create a new dashboard. So instead of downloading and sending to the customer, I'm creating a new dashboard. So I'm telling this is I'm going to export this to a dashboard, and I will create, so I can pick an existing dashboard or create a new one. And the new dashboard is created in the same folder where the database resides. So currently it's just a plain blank page with a single chart I've just exported there. So I switch to edit, and it is a free placement canvas where I can bring and organize everything as I like. I can change the resolution of the dashboard, and I can bring as many charts as I want on the same page. I can bring charts from different databases. I can integrate different data sets right here on the dashboard. For example, if I have benchmark database, syndicated database, or big tracker with ad hoc survey, and they can work, so they can be interconnected and provide the consistent reporting on one screen for users. So, and okay, let me mimic, like, let it be something else. And okay, one page, nothing special, and I will add those buttons which filter, which do something, which make the dashboard interactive. This is how I create these buttons. I click here, and first I will start from gender. So gender, so this is the content of the control. This is how it's going to look like on the dashboard. So I can assemble anything, and I'm putting my buttons whatever I want. And assign explicitly on the particular chart. So I want it to be the filter here and the filter there. And now when I click, it's recalculated. And another filter, let's say age groups. And this time I want it to be multiple choice. It means that many buttons could be on at the same time. So again, place it here and assign as a filter. And to make it obvious, I will put filter as a title. So total means no filtering, all buttons on means again no filtering, but when I pick something, I get my filter here. And it so intelligently combines different filters together. So two different controls are combined with AND logically, and inside the same control, peaks inside the same controls combined with OR. And this is like in 95% of cases, this is the default and expected behavior. And of course, you can change that. So another one, the third control, we're looking at top of mind. And I'm adding top of mind as drop down. Here's how it will look like, and also multiple select, and here's multiple select, and I will forbid unselection. So at least one brand must be selected. Saving, placing, and assigning. So so behind each chart in DataTile, there is a table. It could be cross-tab, it could be grid report, it could be different types of table coming from different data sources, but it's always a table, some kind of cross-tab. And apart from whatever, if you look, let's say, at PowerPoint or even business intelligence system, we are looking at the figure on the screen, and usually there is no one person who can tell how it was calculated, because it was generated by one guy from a SPSS, then copy pasted into PowerPoint. And when it comes to business intelligence, there are even more steps and stages and versions of files and loading ETL procedures and so on. Here in DataTile, you can just pick the chart, click pencil, go back, and see exactly where it came from. So we have top of mind brands on rows, so months on columns. And what I'm doing here now, I'm not filtering, but I'm substituting rows of the cross tab behind the chart. And when I make my selection, it recalculates. It recalculates against the real actual database. So it means that if you would reload data, append a new wave, everything will be automatically appended. So just it's not a matter of updates. It's just instantly here on all dashboards and reports. More complicated stuff. So we are switching top of mind brands, but what if we want to switch the whole levels of KPIs? And this is group of top of mind brands, and I'm adding unaided awareness as a second group. And the system, when I'm adding second group, system understands that I want to operate by groups of categories, not by single items. So, and also prompted awareness, and from multiple to single. And now, yeah, here they are. So when I go back here, I'm switching now the whole levels of awareness on the charts. And further and further, I can also increase complication of my dashboards. For example, I can take the whole demographic folder and create groups out of it. Let's say, click outside, yeah. Save it, and now I will assign it on columns of this cross tabs, and here as well. So maybe I will switch off, so leave trend as it is. And now we're looking at cross tab of income, by education, by region, by gender. And you see here, male, female, because it's filtered, it's not here. And so everything is integrated, everything is seamless. If you have whatever indicators here, significance, conditional formatting, everything is centralized. And so another control, I don't know, time scale. So I will add time scales here and save it. And this time I will assign it to the columns here to see different trends. And looking at this chart, so at this dashboard, so the number of combinations reported on this single page, single screen is like thousands. And imagine, so if you would just generate usual Excel top lines, it would take like several minutes to navigate to the particular figure in the Excel tables. And here is everything at the fingertips, and your users don't need to learn something about it. So it's just go there, it's clear, okay, mail, it's clear what I'm getting here.
Alex, since we've got 3 minutes, could I just ask you to show one more thing? Can you show how you can show the last 5 waves only, so that when they load the next wave of the tracking data, it will automatically load it?
Yes, sure. If you have long way, so long trend, and you would like to show not everything, but just last 10 or last, let's show last
5 for year on year, yeah.
6 waves in the, so then I drag the month here, and the system will show me just last 5 months, and you can first, last, top, and so on. So here's a lot of automations like that. And if this report is like you need more pages, you just click here, adding menu, and start to add your new pages to this menu. And if it's again too many, you can easily build hierarchies. So they appear here, and hierarchy could be any depth long. And so, yeah, so actually it's like Lego, and you can build a whole research repository for a corporate client, or report a single ad hoc. It still will be faster than creating manual decks and reports and analyze them there. So
Okay.
yeah.
We need to leave time for Lucy to do question time. Sorry, Alex.
Sure.
Thank you. Just coming on. We do have a couple of questions from Mike, which I'll just read out in case you can't see them for either of you. If there was an error in the original data file, can we reload a new version and keep all of the designed reports we have already built?
Yes. Let me show you. So this dashboard is built, it is shown here on this database. And let's see what we have here. So we
haven't really got time to show it all, Alex, but you just do replace.
I will just go and upload a new wave. So 13th wave, January of the next year. So I'm adding it to the database and approve. The system will show me the differences. If there is discrepancies in the data layout, it will show me. And when I get back to the dashboard, I'm getting, so where is it?
Well, if you just do replace, Mike, it's just,
yeah.
Sorry, there's other questions, sorry. Alex, we've got other questions, so.
Okay. So there were 2 other questions in the chat box, but obviously we have 1 or 2 more minutes. So if you want to ask any further ones, feel free to unmute yourself and ask them, but I'll just ask the ones in the chat box. Another one from Mike: is there any specific analysis for open-ended data in the platform?
There is very simple functionality for title coding. It's not AI for semantic processing, but like top of mind brands, for example. There is a coder, and and you can show the word clouds, you can show the raw data, verbatims in the dashboards, and significant improvements to this text analytics will be added later on this year, by the end of this year. So it's
yeah.
planned and it will be there.
On the Insight Angels dashboard, we've got quite a few dashboard charts that have got open-ended questions. So you can pick, you can pick somebody with long-term health conditions and you can see their write-in answers in a box. So we can display it all on the dashboard, the open-ended questions. I think I saw another one. I saw another question in the chat box, which was about cost.
How much does it cost? Yeah.
The software, everything we've shown you today, cost under 4,000, excluding training. But basically, the suite. So basically, loading data, running crosstab, 2 creators who can load surveys, 12 users, and 200,000 respondents. Everything that we've shown you, and being able to create a dashboard and share it, it all costs only 4,000 starting fee only.
Or a year.
Per annum, yeah.
Okay, so what we'll do is we'll draw it to a close now. You can find Alex via the ICG, Alex Maddox, and I will circulate the recording and also contact details of both Alex's so that you can ask further questions. And so, yeah, thank you very much, both of you, for presenting today and for everybody coming along.
Thank you very
thank
much.
you.
Thank you.
And
Thanks for your
yes,
time.
let's keep the conversation going.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.